Thank you for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Ethan Kramer. Well, we had a mild Saturday afternoon. However, Sunday is looking like it's going to be a little windy and colder mornings are expected into next week. For more on that, here's First Alert Storm Team meteorologist Joseph Williams. Joseph.
That's right. So, yeah, had a pretty good Saturday afternoon, but as Ethan mentioned, we're going to be dealing with some breezy conditions on Sunday afternoon. And more importantly, we do have a First Alert weather day for Monday morning because we're expecting our first widespread freeze, or at least our first widespread frost of the season. Here's what that looks like. Monday and Tuesday will be our best chances to see that frost potential. And in fact, we have a very high chance of seeing a freeze on Tuesday. But since Monday would be the first to start that trend, that's why we have Monday as our First Alert weather day. And I will go over the details in the full forecast, but basically make sure to keep those plants in check early next week. In the meantime, temperature of 49 degrees in Fargo, Moorhead 52, 48 in Thief River Falls, 50 in Grand Forks. So temperature-wise, not too bad right now. Our satellite radar, however, does show some rain showers pushing through northern Lakes country. In fact, the heaviest showers are to the southeast of Grand Forks, and we'll be tracking that line of rain over the next couple of hours.
Awesome. Thanks, Joseph. Well, it's a good idea to keep that VNL weather app handy for forecasts right at your fingertips. You can download it and use it for free. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store today. Well, new tonight in Douglas County, Minnesota at 12:05 p.m. today, Douglas County Sheriff's Office received a call of a skid loader accident on Smith Lake. According to the Douglas County Sheriff's Office, when deputies arrived on scene, they learned a skid loader was being used to remove dock equipment from the lake. As the skid loader was backing out of the lake, it tipped forward. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office says an adult male and adult female were transported to a health center with non-life-threatening injuries. Also new tonight, the Federal Railroad Administration is doubling down on safety to motorists to prevent serious incidents from occurring. Valley News Team's Harrison Prey has the story.
Staying on the right track. That's what Tammy Wagner, railroad administrator from Bismarck, is trying to preach. Railroad safety.
Motorists and pedestrians as well, when they approach a railroad crossing, they have to realize that the train always has the right of way.
It's important to reiterate because of the incidents that have happened in the past.
We've had a young man from Buxton, North Dakota that was that actually struck the side of the BNSF locomotive, and the gentleman was injured, but he did survive that particular incident. But at that, again, the motorist should have yielded to the approaching train, look both ways as you approach the crossing, stop if you need to.
In North Dakota, 14 vehicle train crashes and pedestrian train incidents have happened this year.
Unfortunately, 4 of those resulted in fatalities, and another 4 of those were serious injuries. And then the other 7 were property damage only.
In the country, a blue and white sign is mandatory for every railroad crossing.
That is very important. It tells the individual if there's an unsafe situation at a railroad crossing, maybe the vehicle stalls at the tracks, or maybe we've got something incorrect with the active warning devices.
If this situation happens to you, don't panic. The sign will give you a number to call, and the dispatcher will be able to locate where you are.
If the individual is unable to locate the sign, call 911. We want to prevent further tragedies at railroad crossings.
In Fargo, Harrison Prey, Valley News Live.
Well, some continuing coverage. Yesterday, we learned new details about what led to a West Fargo teacher shooting and killing another man outside of a church back in August. Prosecutors say the shooter, 53-year-old Donald Barron, won't face charges because he was acting in self-defense. Well, more continuing coverage. The Grand Forks man accused of murdering a man at a Grand Forks bar on July 4th has been found competent to stand trial. 26-year-old Nicholas Narveson is accused of shooting and killing a man inside Sledster's Food and Brew, then running from the scene. Now he is scheduled to be in court again November 4th. Well, check this out. More fires broke out this evening on the west side of the state. According to the Burleigh County's emergency manager, there are 4 fires near the Double Ditch area. They estimate the fires are about a mile long. But now it's been nearly a week since wildfires broke out in western North Dakota. State emergency and forestry departments are still assessing the extent of the damage. Experts are producers and landowners should look into state and federal programs for assistance, according to experts. More than 100 people have registered so far.
Even for the producers and landowners that are adjacent to the fires that didn't even necessarily get burnt out, the smoke inhalation, all of the critical issues that are happening to people and livestock with health concerns, we just tell people to continue to work with your vet, monitor, document.
He says a lot of the row crops in the Northwest have been harvested, but some stored grain supplies they burned. Well, it's a good idea to keep that VNL News app handy for breaking news right at your fingertips. You can download it and use it for free. Just search VNL News in the App Store today. Well, rescues and recovery from Hurricane Milton are still underway. 3 days after the storm tore across Florida, more than 1,600 people have been rescued from flooded or heavily damaged areas, and Milton is blamed for at least 17 deaths. Bradley Blackburn has the latest.
Where's everybody at?
Near Tampa, police body cam footage tells the story. Rescuers going from flooded house to help families wade to safety. This 91-year-old woman was carried above the murky water. Hurricane Milton's heavy rainfall and powerful tornadoes have left Florida wounded. This drone footage capturing the destruction in Port St. Lucie.
I took it serious. I thought I was all ready. I was ready for everything. Not a tornado.
Come on, come here. There you guys go.
Neighbors are helping each other, volunteers handing out food and water to those who have lost so much.
We're kind of burnt out. I was sitting in my truck crying, blessing and thanking everybody for coming out, supporting their community.
Across Florida, tens of thousands of workers have come from across the country to help repair transmission lines and restore power to homes. This crew from North Carolina had been helping in recovery there from Hurricane Helene, now on the ground in Florida.
It means a lot when you go someplace and somebody comes up to you and they say, "Thank you for what you do."
President Biden has promised federal help will keep flowing to Florida.
We're going to do everything we can to help you pick back up the pieces and get back to where you were.
The president plans to visit the storm zone Sunday. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Well, we had a mild start to the day this Saturday. Temperatures then reached the 60s this afternoon, but we're tracking colder temperatures, at least during the morning hours early next week, and I'll go over that in the full forecast.